Let me guess. You wake up every single morning already feeling exhausted. You work all day, but you feel completely stuck. Your time is constantly being stolen by other people. You say yes to things just to be liked. By evening, your mental energy is completely empty. Machiavelli warned that being too nice makes you weak. If you don't control your day, others will exploit it. It is time to build a fortress around your mind. Your daily focus is worth more than real money. Unplug the leaks. Stop serving everyone else. Think about the people who text you out of nowhere. They don't respect your time. They just want entertainment. Every time you reply instantly, you lose your power. The powerful do not jump whenever the world calls. They decide when to step onto the playing field. You need to draw a hard line around yourself. The future belongs to the person who can stay calm and smart. While everyone else is rushing around looking busy, you should be quietly preparing to win your own battle. Stop letting random events dictate your emotional state. Lock down your daily boundaries starting this exact moment. You are no longer an employee to the crowd. You are the architect of your own personal timeline. Defend your energy like a king protects his kingdom. The world will respect you only when you say no. Most people waste their value on minor social obligations. They run out of fuel before they even try to succeed. Do not leave your mind open to casual drifters. Close the gate on every person who brings drama. Make yourself harder to reach and your value rises. This is not being selfish. This is basic human survival. Rise above the petty noise of the daily grind. Protect the quiet spaces where your real power grows. The setup is complete. Let us fix the damage. Strategy 1 begins now. Prepare to cut the noise. Strategy 1. Unplug the leaks. Identify the exact moments where your time is stolen. Think about the last time you tried to focus and be serious. A friend called to vent about their same old problem. You listened for an hour out of polite obligation. That conversation gave you nothing but a heavy head. You traded your prime energy just to be polite. Machiavelli noted that weak defenses invite constant invaders. Your phone is an open gateway for external invaders. Every notification is a demand on your limited brain power. You are paying a high tariff for minor interactions. For the next 7 days, run a silent audit. Notice exactly who and what breaks your concentration loop. If a habit does not buy you leverage, cut it. Cut it out of your life without explaining yourself. You do not owe the world your constant presence. Adopt a zoomorphic metaphor. Look at the fox. The fox slips away quietly before the trap snaps. Slip away from people who only use you for comfort, and from unnecessary things that don't help you in any way. They drain your fuel tank, then leave you stranded. Become unreachable during execution hours. Become unreachable during hours that they themselves would actually respect, if the roles were reversed. Treat your morning focus like a high-end business. No incoming distractions until your work is done. The crowd will complain that you are being distant. Let them talk while you build your power base. The masses waste their lives being completely reachable over unnecessary things. The sovereign mind values isolation and beneficial interactions over easy and unnecessary popularity. Freeze your availability to double your output velocity. Draw a boundary that nobody is allowed to cross. Winning the day requires complete tactical defense setups. Watch who respects your space when you go quiet. Those who get angry are the ones using you. Filter them out of your network immediately today. Real power is built behind closed doors alone. Keep your execution framework hidden from passing eyes. The future belongs to the unyielding independent architect. The leaks are sealed tightly. Your engine runs clean. Prepare to conquer the second trap of daily life. Strategy 2. The art of strategic ignorance. You check the news and useless informations the moment you open your eyes. You read about crises, market crashes, and endless global drama. Before your day even starts, your mind is full of panic. You think staying informed makes you smart. It doesn't. It just fills your head with noise you cannot control. Machiavelli warned against letting uninvited voices guide your thoughts. He knew that constant chatter destroys your ability to see clearly. The modern world wants your attention in a constant chokehold. If a piece of information doesn't give you leverage, ignore it. Let the crowd argue over daily political theater and trends. Your focus is too expensive to spend on viral internet gossip. Practice the art of intentional blindness toward the noise. Turn off the endless feeds that trigger survival anxiety. Adopt a zoomorphic metaphor. Assume the posture of the lion. The lion does not react to the buzzing of small insects. He saves his deadly speed for things that actually matter. Stop consuming problems you have zero power to fix today. The future belongs to the person who can look away. Exile your mind from the public arena of constant outrage. While your competitors are exhausted from tracking every trend, you are building real, quiet strength in the dark. Cutting out the digital noise is not a luxury. It is weaponry. Protect your mental energy from being commoditized by algorithms. True strategy requires an absolute filter over what you see. The crowd runs toward distraction. The sovereign moves toward isolation. Starve your brain of the superficial to feed your execution. Build a fortress that no modern headline and unnecessary distractions can break through. Simplify your information diet to multiply your focus speed. Drown out external panic to secure your personal peace. The channel is clear. Strategy 3 launches now. Strategy 3. Ignore the flattery. Calculate the cost. A coworker walks up and smiles warmly at you. They say you are the only one smart enough to help. Your ego takes the bait instantly, and you say yes. Suddenly, you are drowning in their heavy manual labor. You spend your entire weekend and time you planned for yourself fixing their messy problems. By Sunday night, your own energy tank is empty. Machiavelli dedicated an entire chapter of The Prince to warning against flatterers. He knew that cheap praise breaks your defensive lines. People don't always compliment you because they truly respect you. They use praise to outsource their work to you for free. They feed your pride and goodwill to harvest your focus hours. Your personal life and plans make zero progress while they rest. The future is routinely decided long before reality catches up. Winning your personal battle requires stopping the energy drain. The next time someone tries to flatter your ego, separate your feelings entirely from the transactional reality. Look past their nice words and calculate the cost. Ask yourself what this favor costs your finite time. Learn to cut the cord on unwanted praise and demands that don't benefit you. Look them dead in the eye and say no. Tell them your personal life and schedule come first, and they are fully locked down. Apply a zoomorphic metaphor. Assume the posture of the lion. The lion does not run errands for the sheep. He saves his deadly energy for his own goals. The crowd will call you cold and unhelpful. Let them complain while you protect your fuel tank. True power is moving without asking for public applause. Your focus hours are the sovereign kingdom you rule. Stop letting random drifters extract your mental bandwidth. The gate is shut. Strategy 4 launches now. Strategy 4, kill the performance trap. Look around the modern office. We are drowning in performance theater. Engineering the perfect illusion of busyness. We internalize perfectionism like a badge of honor. But listen to the raw truth of this trap. One worker admits, the looking busy tax is soul-crushing. I finish early, then pretend to work to survive management's gaze. Another confesses, My perfectionism gave me severe anxiety. I was so terrified of a flaw, I stopped shipping results. We have become slaves to the optics of effort, destroying our mental peace just to look compliant. We are playing a losing, exhausted game. Stop playing by their rules. Start playing for power. 500 years ago, Niccolò Machiavelli exposed human nature. He didn't care about how the world ought to be. He cared about how the world actually is. Machiavelli wrote a brutal, foundational truth. He who neglects what is done for what ought to be done affects his ruin rather than his preservation. Apply this to your modern career. You believe you ought to be rewarded for loyalty. That is a dangerous fairy tale. The corporate world does not reward your suffering. It exploits your compliance. Wasting energy to look busy lets others dictate your worth. Power belongs to those who control the final outcome. Stop being a worker bee. Start being a ruler of your own domain. To survive the corporate wilderness, use Machiavelli's animal metaphor. You must be both the lion and the fox. A prince must imitate the fox and the lion, for the lion cannot protect himself from hidden traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from aggressive wolves. The perfectionist faking busyness is neither animal. They are just a sheep waiting to be sheared. To be the fox, recognize the traps of office politics. Stop pouring energy into low-value tasks to look compliant. The fox works smart, conserves energy, and bypasses bureaucracy. Deliver work at an 80% standard that works. Use the leftover hours to plan your next move. But when it is time to deliver the final result, you must become the lion. The lion does not waste time roaring at shadows. The lion strikes with absolute, undeniable impact. The solution to your exhaustion is simple. Kill your need for approval. Shift focus away from the process of looking busy. Direct it entirely toward the final result. Machiavelli's ultimate rule is incredibly clear. In the actions of all men, and especially of princes, the end justifies the means. Let the crowd judge you by the performance of busyness. While they drown in emails, you win the war. Lower your internal perfectionism to increase execution speed. Deliver ruthlessly. Stop asking for permission to rest. Play the fox to protect time. The lion to command respect. Stop looking busy. Start becoming powerful. Strategy 5. Run cold mental dress rehearsals for daily worst-case scenarios. Look at how easily the modern professional is broken. A single unexpected crisis drops into their lap, and their entire day immediately shatters into pure, chaotic panic. They live in a fragile state of blind, unearned optimism, hoping tomorrow goes perfectly, leaving their emotional flank completely exposed. Machiavelli exposed this fatal vulnerability. He laid down a brutal, unyielding law of survival. A ruler must never take his mind off military simulation. You must actively train your mind during times of peace, because the future is conquered only through continuous fortification. He wrote, "Observe how mountains rise and valleys open. Studying the worst-case scenario early eliminates fear when war arrives. If anything is going perfectly, always imagine the worst-case scenario for it. It might not happen, but it might happen. If you wait for the crisis to strike before deciding, you lose." To remain unshakable, you must apply a pre-mortem simulation. Every evening, stop writing casual, comforting to-do lists. Standard lists offer absolutely no protection against sudden chaos. Look at your day ahead and ask the brutal question: if my absolute worst-case scenario happens tomorrow, what then? If a bad event happens, how will you neutralize it? You must map out your defensive options well in advance. Process the panic in your mind before it manifests physically. When chaos inevitably drops, your competitors will scramble and bleed. They will waste valuable energy trying to fix their shock, but your heart rate won't even tick up under pressure. Your focus remains insulated because you protected your cognitive flank. Machiavelli's ultimate philosophy is clear. Eliminate the element of surprise. Strategy 6. Ruthlessly cut out lazy, hyper-reactive, or low-drive friends. Look at the quiet saboteurs lurking inside your inner circle. They complain about life, but take zero action. You listen to their excuses out of old loyalty, but their low standards are slowly poisoning you. Subconscious mirroring means you adopt their limitations. They are anchors dragging down your work ethic. Machiavelli wrote that a prince is judged by his inner circle. If your advisors are foolish, you are condemned. Modern science proves you are the average of the 5 people you spend time with. Choose 5 lazy friends, and your ambition will inevitably decay. Run a brutal audit on your close relationships. Notice who fuels your drive and who steals it. Cut out the parasites without feeling any guilt. The future is decided long before reality catches up. You cannot build a kingdom with undisciplined soldiers. Protect your focused territory from emotional dead weight. Let your peers waste time celebrating their pointless comfort. You must move in absolute cold isolation. Sovereignty means choosing your network with cold calculation. Your attention span is far too valuable to waste. Dismantle the childish need to save lazy people. They must pay their own private price for growth. When you elevate your workspace circle, outcomes improve. Always move like a lion. The lion targets leverage, completely ignoring common static. He commands his environment through ultimate self-control. Restructure your personal court starting this second. The board is completely set for your victory. True status requires absolute defensive fortification rules. Reclaim your life force from the uninspired masses. The time for talk ends now. Restructure your life. Choose whether you are a ruler or a subject. Comment "I am a ruler" if you'll begin now.